My name is Raymond Bly. I'm tired of being accused of fraud and lying. This is getting to be ridiculous. Remember one thing Buddha said. The sun, the moon, and the truth eventually comes out. And here is the truth about my life here in Howard County, Maryland for 41 years. You see this file? Howard County Planning and Zoning, condemnation orders, etc. I've taken them to court, but they're immune. They can do anything they want. Period. People say this isn't harassment. People also say that I'm dreaming and imagining what you see on this video in a second. Now watch these three screens. This happens every time it snows since the day, since 2 months after I bought this house and it started snowing outside.
On the Hudson River in New York City,
Here he comes. I got over 30 tapes. Look at that snowplow. Throwing it up over the wall. See him? Up over the roof of the house. And nobody believes me. I sued in federal court. Not only did they break into my house, injuring my daughter, the social worker, cutting her arm that could have killed her, the police did too, knocking my 3 kids on the floor. And I'm accused of child abuse when the state could have physically hurt my children. I have documented proof of it. In a hearing, the 6th day of January of 1986, the social worker showed up to the foster care hearing and said me and my wife did not have any standings because this was not my wife's daughter. Which shows they knew this girl was 22 and an illegal alien. They immediately corrected their story. Even though they've hidden my entire file off the record, off every computer service, because I've tried to hire lawyers telling them I'm a felon. According to this, you ain't even have an arrest warrant or a felony, according to our computer system, checking with the state and the county. I got transcripts of every time I've been to court, and my conviction, to prove every word I've said on all my videos. We didn't know she was not a daughter until a couple of years after my conviction. They didn't care that I had Vietnamese documents here proving my wife is the mother.
She is the mother?
Yes. From Vietnam. I have the entire court document. So if anybody looked at my case, which is now not existent in Howard County, the first illegal case was 14797, and that was so fraudulent from the arrest warrant. I was arrested March 1st of 86 for a crime I committed July 15th of 86. So the judge dismissed it and sealed it. I have DNA by suing my wife's family, and it's illegal. They said she's not even a relative. I have police statements by Officer Robert Bates that I was able to get. They knew she was 22. They knew she was not my wife's daughter. They promised her citizenship if she testified against me, because they couldn't run me out of the house with all the zoning and condemnation stuff. They thought they could run me out financially by convicting me of a crime and putting me in jail. This goes on and on and on. In circuit court, as well as the police statements, the girl said I touched her chest one time. Yes, I did. She loved to get in my face and cuss me out, and I pushed her back. How in the hell did the arrest and indictment say that I stuck my hand up her blouse and fondled her breasts? Everything in the indictment and the arrest warrant, she never said to the police. She didn't even testify for the indictment. And I didn't know anything about the indictment hearing, so I was not allowed to testify. One police officer just went in there and recited what they wanted to recite and got an indictment instantly, twice, for 2 different dates. The first one was with that illegal arrest, which they falsified the file, but now there's no such file. My criminal trial was 15071, Howard County Circuit Court case. 15071. There's no such case. They said my wife adopted this girl, and immigration threatened to deport my wife unless she told the truth. I had a police sketch artist that took this baby photo and a couple other baby photos of my wife's daughter from a rape and age it. This is what they came up with. This is what the actual girl looked like when she came here. The curvature of the ear, the jaw, the facial bones, the eyes are not much different because they're Vietnamese, except to somebody that does aging of photos. And this lady from the Baltimore City Police did for Child Find and other agencies. Now, when custody was taken of my wife was comatose. Too much medication. I'd taken care of her 6 years and kept her alive, longer than anybody else with small cell lung cancer. They didn't know if she was, what was wrong with her. They couldn't ask her any questions. She couldn't open her eyes. She couldn't lift her head. She couldn't respond even with a nod. She was comatose. I got her off the medication. I got a feeding tube in her. She started getting healthy again, and she woke up. She signed me a power of attorney. She signed motions to court to fire the attorneys that the court had done. The court told her, go to hell. You're a sick person and you're not competent. Then, knowing how biased this court was against me, I didn't go September 25th. But my 3 kids, being so greedy, have been fighting over who's going to inherit what for the last 5 years. They ran to court to get guardianship. Well, the funny thing about it, my daughter stated to the judge many, 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 many times in this transcript I got of September 25th that my wife was coherent. My wife could answer questions. My wife knew people by name, remembered stuff. Well, this was after my wife had put motions into court. The judge should have dismissed the guardianship and given it back to her husband. Federal law and state law says the sanctity of marriage cannot be touched except under extreme, unusual conditions. Like I tried to kill her or something. None of this was ever said in court. No allegations whatsoever that I hurt my wife in any way, shape, or form. In fact, my kids even said I did an excellent job of taking care of her on September 25th last year. The court ordered her removed September 25th because I was unfit to care for her because of a brand new law Larry Hogan signed into law. If you're a felon, you can't be around a sick person. You can't touch their assets. Well, listen to this. You want to go home? And be with Daddy? Huh? You do? Well, I'm going to try to get you home with the help of everybody I know on the internet. This was the last time I knew anything about my wife. They barred me from the doctors from even talking to me about my wife's condition. I had seen my wife. The hell with my 3 kids. Here's another one. When she became coherent last fall and demanded the court give her back her rights. Mom, you know who I am? Who am I? Okay, do you know where you live? Your address? Tell the lady your address. What's your address here? Where do you live?
Oh, 87
Okay. Do you want me to take care of you?
I want to take care of me.
The court told my wife to kiss their ass. Because now they got my property. People don't believe the nightmare that all of us living on Route 1 has gone through for decades of them trying to run us out so the builders can get it for nothing. How can they use a brand new law that says a felon cannot be around a sick person or touch any of the sick person's assets? Everything is joint owned. I've been married 47 years. And Larry Hogan signed this bill into effect his first year as governor. He tried to stop felons from even voting. This is ridiculous. Now they want to put a third line of produce markets that's going to come right through my property and take it. Isn't it easier to seize it and sell it at auction to their builder friends for bottom dollar than to sell a 4,500 square foot house and a 3-bay fully equipped car repair garage? If it's all condemned and sold at auction? How dare these public officials do this? I need a lawyer. Lawyers have even been threatened by court, they've told me, not to handle my case. My God, what else can happen to me? 41 years here and 47 years now of marriage. For the first time in my life, I had a home. For the first time in my life, 47 years ago, I had a family. I found a best friend. I found a soulmate. And I promised to always have a home for her in America, whether we stayed together or not. When she got cancer, I promised to help her live as long as possible and as happy as possible. I can't keep my vows to her anymore because of this court. Tell Judge Tucker, Larry Hogan, Alan Kettleman to bring my wife home immediately. And when they do, I'm filing protection orders against my 3 kids because I don't trust them anymore. They've been too busy cutting each other's throat trying to say, I'm going to get this out of the house. Dad promised me all the tolls. Kurt, the boy is going to cheat us out of everything because he's the executor of the will. Over and over and over again. Mom, what are you leaving me? Dad, what are you leaving me? But they won't go to doctor's appointments. They won't do anything. I got the evidence. This is a Pulitzer Prize story. If any reporter would be willing to come out and spend hours with me and read this stuff. I don't lie. I learned very young that if you lie, you get caught. So don't lie. Because if you don't lie, it's not hard to remember what you said because it was the truth. And remember what I said at the beginning of this tape. Buddha says, eventually, the moon and the sun and the truth comes out. But will it be soon enough for me to get my dying wife home that's dying of small cell lung cancer? Thank you.